It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our second keynote speaker this afternoon. Dr. Avis Glaze is known as an international leader in the field of education. As one of Canada's outstanding educators, she has been recognized for her work in leadership development, student achievement, school and system improvement, character development, and equity of outcomes for all students. Please welcome Dr. Glaze.
Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this opportunity. And let me start off by saying thanks to the Board of Trustees for their courage and their vision. Thanks to the Director for his persistence as well. And I'm so happy that you're all here today. I think it is such a wonderful opportunity just to have you all together to say thank you, and keep up the good work. And let me also encourage you, if ever when you leave here, you hear a negative word about this day, I want you to stand proudly and say, we are worth it. We are worth it. Thank you. The Toronto District School Board has always been a very progressive board, taking very courageous stances, especially on issues of equity. And I've been in education almost 40 years. I retired last year. And I will always have a healthy respect for all the board members because they have always been there on issues of equity. Thank you very much, board members. But you have a legacy to uphold as teachers and secretaries and custodians, all those who make up the system. At the end of this day, you must be able to say, I was there. And because I was there, I will make a difference. So there are expectations of you from this day on. Michael Adams, who wrote that wonderful book, Unlikely Utopia, he very often talks about this country, a country that I have grown to love as well. As our previous speaker said, I will also follow what he said in terms of where he was born. I was born in Jamaica. I came here some 37 years ago. Now I proudly call myself Canadian. And I'm starting my speech with that because when you are an immigrant, when you adopt a new country, you want to make sure that you contribute to nation building. Whatever we do, we must continue to make this country great. The United Nations has said that Canada is one of the best places in the world in which to live. And I believe that. I spend my time now speaking in different countries, but I always want to come home. I'm mentioning that to you because countries do not remain great if people are uneducated. We know what happens when there is a lack of education and all the consequences to society and to the individuals. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a legacy to uphold. We must indeed educate our children to realize the vision of Michael Adams, to live in a country of peace and prosperity, where laws are just, people are humane, citizens encounter opportunities for equal opportunities, where people realize their potential and contribute to communities, and they participate in the Canadian economy. You have a legacy to uphold. Now I'll start my presentation, and I stick to my time. Okay. The time is certainly now, my dear colleagues, because I am a teacher too, to harness the collective will of the staff. If I may be simplistic, it takes skill and will to get the job done, to revitalize that belief that all children can learn and succeed, and to translate the vision of hope into action, to ensure, as our director said, both excellence and equity. You have 250,000 good reasons for optimism. You know, one of my big fears when I'm with educators is that I may have a few spelling errors. There's a clarion call right now to soar to new heights of motivation and achievement, remembering that system responsibility is everyone's responsibility. Everyone is needed to translate this vision of hope into reality. Everyone. Unions and federations, associations, professional organizations, school councils, parents, guardians, caregivers, community members, business, labor, industry. It's going to take everyone to get the job done.